Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear. If your life feels uncomfortable right now, if it feels heavy, if it feels challenging, uncertain, or demanding, that might be the first sign that you're actually on the right path. Because real peace does not come from rest. Real peace does not come from comfort. Real peace is born in struggle. Peace comes from doing what is hard. Peace comes from stepping into challenges that scare you. Peace comes from waking up excited about something difficult, something that forces you to grow, adapt, and prove to yourself that you are stronger than you ever believed. That's how resilience is built. And resilience matters more than almost anything. But here's the problem: most people are terrified of resilience. They are afraid of confrontation, afraid of discomfort, afraid of struggle, afraid of anything that might test them. They run from pain instead of learning from it. They avoid difficulty instead of allowing it to shape them. But the truth is this: you cannot live an easy life and build a strong character at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Show me someone who inherited comfort without effort, someone who never had to struggle, and I'll show you a person who is mentally restless, internally conflicted, and deeply unsatisfied. Because having things isn't what fulfills us. Earning things does. It's not the destination that creates happiness. It's the pursuit. And it's not even about the journey versus the destination. It's about who you become while you're moving forward. Life gives you a choice, and only one. You can grow, or you can be comfortable. You cannot be both. Growth demands sacrifice. Comfort demands stagnation. And nothing in this universe stays the same. Nothing. Everything evolves, expands, transforms. So when you feel uncertain, when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel stretched beyond what you know, that is not failure. That is growth doing its job. This discomfort isn't punishment. It's built into the game. Until the day you die, the battle is not external. It's psychological. Because look at yourself right now. You woke up today. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. Your body works. Your mind works. You're listening. You're processing. You're processing. That means you are alive. So what is failure really? If you wake up tomorrow with the chance to try again, you have not lost. Stop calling it defeat. You didn't fail. You tested a route that didn't work. So you adjust. You pivot. You try again. 1,000 times if necessary. As long as you're alive, you're still in the fight. And that means you're still winning. Let's be honest for a moment. You will not always feel motivated. There will be days when you wake up tired, days when your mind feels heavy, days when the fire you felt yesterday seems completely gone. And on those days, motivation will not save you. Discipline will. Discipline is what carries you when your emotions refuse to cooperate. Discipline is what keeps you moving when your feelings beg you to stop. Most people never move forward because they're waiting to feel ready. But readiness is a lie your mind tells you to keep you safe, not successful. You hesitate because all you can see are the worst case scenarios 10 miles down the road. You imagine everything that could go wrong. You replay failures that haven't even happened yet, and fear disguises itself as logic. But here's the truth. You are not bound by anything. Not your past, not your mistakes, not other people's opinions, not even your current circumstances. The only thing holding you still is the story you keep telling yourself. Ask yourself this: what are you passionate about? What do you actually want? There's a powerful idea that says every person lives 2 lives, and the second one begins the moment you realize you only have one. That realization changes everything. Because once you understand you don't get a rehearsal, once you accept that this is your only shot, you stop playing small. The great ones understand this. They don't scatter their energy everywhere. They don't chase everything at once. They marshal their resources, their focus, their time, their energy, their willpower. and they aim it at a few meaningful things. You've imagined what would happen if you stripped away the noise in your life, if you cut out the distractions, if you focused on the signal instead of the chaos. Of course, you'd become dangerous at those few things. Everyone wants to feel like a winner. But here's the part most people miss: winning is not a feeling. Winning is a result. So how do you build that feeling? You win repeatedly, not by chasing massive victories, but by creating finish lines you can actually cross. You start something, you work on it, you complete it. That completion rewires your identity. Each finished task is a small victory. Each small victory builds momentum. Momentum builds belief, and belief silences doubt. Most of your self-doubt isn't even real. It comes from something called the spotlight effect, the false belief that everyone is watching you, judging you, analyzing your every move. They're not. Everyone is too busy worrying about themselves. No one is watching you the way you think they are. And once you realize that, something powerful happens. You're free. Free to act. Free to fail. Free to learn. Free to become who you are meant to be. There is no one to impress. The only person that matters is the one staring back at you in the mirror. And that person, they are either going to become the reason your family stays stuck or the reason the cycle ends. The bloodline breaker is you. Not someday, not later. Now, it will require courage. It will require anger, the productive kind, the kind that says enough is enough. Look at yourself honestly. Is this who you're supposed to be? If not, understand this. You can change the direction of history today just by choosing differently. Life is not fair. Let's stop pretending it is. Some people are born into advantage. Some are born into chaos. Some get opportunities. Some get obstacles. Bad people win sometimes. Good people lose sometimes. That truth hurts, but it also frees you. Because once you accept that fairness is not guaranteed, you stop wasting energy complaining about reality and start mastering it. Within this unfair world, there is still one undeniable truth. The future belongs to those who make the most of what they have, not what they wish they had, not what others were given, what they have right now. And it starts with gratitude, not fake positivity, not denial, real gratitude. Because when you recognize what you still have, you realize you are not powerless. You are alive. You are thinking. You are capable of trying again. And that means you are not finished. Most people's greatest struggle isn't lack of ability. It's the belief that they are not enough. Let me say this clearly: you are enough. Not because life has been easy, not because you've always done the right thing, but because you're still here. Just because you had bad chapters doesn't mean your story is over. Every story has dark pages. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is the courage to turn the page. Pain doesn't have to destroy you. Pain can become your greatest teacher. Use it. Let pain sharpen your focus. Let it discipline your time. Let it teach you consistency. Consistency is powerful because time is already moving. The days are passing whether you act or not. Doing a little every day isn't hard. Doing it every day is. And that's where identity is built. If you aren't willing to give your all, if you aren't willing to push when it hurts, you're not just delaying success, you're wasting your potential. The path is not easy. It never was. There will be suffering. There will be resistance. There will be days when moving forward feels impossible. But if you push through, if you refuse to quit, you win. Look back, see how far you've already come. It wasn't easy then either, and yet here you are. Perspective changes everything. When you change how you look at things, the things you look at change. Mistakes are not roadblocks, they are instruction. Failures are not endings, they are feedback. Growth lives beyond your current limits. You must bite off more than you can chew, and then chew anyway. Life is tough, but you are tougher. Wherever you are right now is part of your journey, not a punishment. not a mistake. This ends well. If you don't stop, we talk a lot about change, but most people only change after crisis. A breakup, a betrayal, a collapse. The elite change intentionally. They don't wait for life to force them. And those people, they are ahead of 99% of the world. It will feel impossible at first. Every transformation does. But impossibility only exists inside the old story. If you keep telling the old story, you keep living the old life. Your job is simple, not easy. Every day, move in the next right direction. You don't need all the answers. You need motion. Growth stops when movement stops. And when you stop growing, you get trapped in old thoughts, old fears, old patterns. The finish line doesn't change you. The process does. So stop disrespecting the season you're in. There is strength being built here. Even if you can't see it yet, progress over perfection. One day at a time, one step at a time, 1% at a time. Do this for 6 months. Do this for a year. You will not recognize yourself. One day, whether you like it or not, time will stop asking you politely. Years move fast, faster than you think. One moment you're planning. The next moment you're wondering where the time went. You cannot get time back. Not 1 hour, not one decision, not one opportunity you ignored because you were afraid. That's the real danger, not failure. Regret. Regret from knowing you could have tried but didn't. Over 150,000 people die every single day. That's not fear. That's fact. None of this is promised. None of this is guaranteed. So ask yourself this honestly. If this was your last year, if this was your final chapter, what would your life say about you? Would it speak of courage or comfort? Would it speak of effort or excuses? Would it show that you fought or that you waited? Because life doesn't reward intentions. Life rewards action. The heaviest weight you will ever carry is not failure. It's unmade decisions. The reason you feel stuck isn't confusion. It's avoidance. You know what needs to be done. You've always known. And the fastest way to take control of your life is to stop trying to control everything else. Other people, their opinions, their approval. You don't need permission. You never did. If you're waiting for confidence, it won't come. Confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is the willingness to try. Every time you take action in fear, you prove to yourself that you can survive. That's how identity changes. You stop seeing yourself as someone who thinks about change and start seeing yourself as someone who acts. Your past is not a prison. It's a classroom. Stop letting who you are destroy who you are becoming. Balanced regret builds wisdom. Unbalanced guilt destroys lives. Make promises to yourself and keep them. That's how self-trust is born. And yes, you will sacrifice comfort, distractions, weak habits. But what you gain is far greater self-respect, clarity, purpose. Living a meaningful life is war, internal war. But there is beauty in that fight, because every challenge shapes you. Every obstacle reveals you. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be persistent. Time will pass anyway. The question is, who will you become while it does? Your life is being written right now, not tomorrow, not next year, right now. So here is your permission slip. Start today. Stop waiting. Do the thing that scares you. Show up when motivation is gone. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose purpose over approval. Do not live as a background character in your own story. Be the one who stepped forward. Be the one who broke the cycle. Be the one who didn't quit. Because greatness is not reserved for the chosen few. It belongs to those who choose it every single day. This is your moment, not someday, not when you're ready. Now, get up, get focused, and go build the life you know you're capable of living. It all starts with you. Thank you for being with InnerStrength. If this unified story has touched your ambition, your purpose, or your American dream, stay connected with us. Don't let motivation end with a period. Let it continue with action. Subscribe to InnerStrength. Press the like button. to support more powerful content. And share this message with someone across the USA who needs to hear it today. Inner Strength is here every day to remind you stay hungry, stay strong, and never stay down.